All right. Good morning, guys. See, Julius right here. See, Desmond. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. All right, as usual, you guys know our drill, and before we can go actually into it, we can as well go ahead and like, share, and of course go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and share to family and friends, those who are in holidays, those who you may want to entice them with the opportunity of trading, whether they are students, you want them to learn, to start getting interest into it. You can as well share with them, because I want to do a drive. Actually, I'm supposed to be releasing it this week for the offer. Oh, sorry guys, let me work on the sound. Sometimes it says itself, but I think now we are good. So I want to do an offer for the holiday makers, those that would want to actually do get a class for Forex, to learn how to trade Forex. Holiday makers offer is going to be released very soon this week. So if you're interested in it, give me a heads up. Even right now, you can just go into my DM and we look into it. But I'll be giving an offer for the holiday makers, and if you're on this live stream, you can be the first one to get yourself an offer actually, whether for your children, family member, students that you want to give that opportunity to. You can get your offer right now, this in today's session. If you're live right now. All right, so without any further ado, I just wanted to let you know, guys, that will be coming through this week, the offer for the holiday makers, for those who want to get under the mentorship and class that I always hold every month, most of the months. All right, let's pray and get started with this session today. Father, we say thank you for this morning. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you that we're back here yet for another session, episode number 262. Yes, Lord, we're saying thank you that this far that you brought us this year, Lord. And now as we get started, Lord, we ask of your knowledge, more wisdom to understand the setups, to understand the market structures, to understand where we have our entry and exit levels, so that we can be able to make today's money and even the whole of this week's money, Lord. We give you praise. Thank you for the profits that are coming in through tonight. And we are saying thank you even as we come close to celebrating the birth of the Lord Jesus Christ. We give you praise. We love you. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right. Okay, I see a comment in here saying, is it for the holiday makers? Not really. It's not for the holiday makers only. I just going to codename it holiday makers offer, but those who come in first, even if they are not holiday makers, they can grab in the offer. So I'm going to be releasing it today on the groups, and of course even on our community channel. If you're not on the community channel, go ahead and get the link in the description, and then you'll be able to get the information that I'll be releasing for the offer. All right, Julius, you want it for yourself? Okay, we'll see about that. Anyways, thanks guys for joining in. Welcome Rona, welcome Levi for joining. Now let's get started with Crash 500 as usual. I will talk about more of this offer at the end of today's session, so stay around. I'll be giving you more details of what I had in mind to offer you guys. All right, Crash 500, let's roll. So excuse me, let's look at crash 500 where we'd stopped at. Right, crash 500, this is H4. We wanted, I had told you we are still seeing buyers taking shape. Remember, according to daily, we saw the breakout there on that pennant according to daily time frame. According to weekly, that is a clear pennant right there on the weekly time frame. So we saw the breakout last week. It happened there and it failed to give us a pullback, but then it kept on breaking and then even broke that previous resistance level right there, and that's when the buys went all the way into that kind of a breakout, strong breakout right there. Remember, I told you this is a heads and shoulder, an inverted heads and shoulder. We have a left shoulder, right shoulder. This is our head. We know the price is headed there. That is where our TP is. So for the swing traders, this was your perfect entry. No. It had not broken. It had not broken that resistance. So probably we might as well. Sometimes it doesn't. When it is in this case where it retested a lot right here, it may not as well give us a pullback. In fact, the only pullback I see that was valid was this on H4, which was today morning. That was the only retest that was that I could think of for anyone to make an entry for more buys, because most of the times on inverted heads and shoulders, once it breaks out on the neckline, it does not give us retest. It does not really give us a retest most of the times. I don't remember any heads and shoulder or inverted heads and shoulder that gave us a retest after the neckline breakout, after that neckline breakout right there. So right now we have a neckline breakout, and this is a second week. Last week closed as a breakout, so we have started to the week. We started the week yesterday, and that's where we started it from right there. The week starts on a Sunday, so that's where that buy candle came through. So if we are looking at that, that's, let's see, if on M15 we had, it was crazy. You could not have made an entry here. So I can't lie to you that even if I was trading on a Sunday, I would have made a buy. Not really. I don't trade like that. So this, I would have probably, if I was in the market, I would have probably looked at this, looked at that probably for the buy, but still it still seems very crazy for me to make an entry. So I don't want to be to lie to you that I'm that spot on to give you such an entry. But of course, we already saw it. We had already followed it through. We knew that it was going to continue. So my perfect entry would have been actually right there when it failed to break to go back inside. This would have been the perfect entry. Not here, not anywhere near. When it retested here and failed to break this to continue down, there was only one option: to continue breaking. So this was when? This is Sunday, Saturday. That was Friday late when it tested this level. That was Friday late at around 10 p.m. That is 20, 21, 22. Yeah, at around 10 p.m. That's when it reacted there and started the buy move. All right, so having said all that, I don't need all this. We now have a breakout on the daily. I cannot do anything unless if it gives me a higher high and then drops down for a higher low, and that's when we can, before it reaches the target, then that's when we can make our entries. But for now, no business. Now, looking at daily time frame, we are already overboard, but that is what it is, because we've been there for so long now. It is actually, according to CCI, it has sort of broken structure right there. So we need it to give us a high, then a drop down for a higher low. According to H4, we still need the same because we are overbought. According to M15, now this is where something gets interesting. let me see, this is what, H1. All right, so H1 we are seeing that. Let me go to M15. All right, so M15, that's what we are seeing. This is where we are seeing a break of structure according to M15 and H1, and the price is not yet over. Okay, it is overbought, it has been selling, but according to, when we zoom out a bit, when we zoom in a bit, that means we have a break of structure, meaning we can only wait and anticipate if that is going to hold, then anticipate a pullback. Because we have a break of structure, this will be something that we can work with around there. That is something we can work with for the pullback before we can start to think of more buys. This is a break of structure on M15. Is it a break of structure on H1? Yes. How about H4? This H4 hasn't closed. This is closing in the next 10 minutes. That means we can wait. If it closes below that, then it's not a breakout. That means sales will be beginning. So hold on before we can think of buys. Let's wait for the H4 to close, because this H4 may close below that high. Once it closes below that high, that's not a break of structure. That tells us that sellers are trying to push for this pullback, which will be now according to H4, and that will be like our point to look for a retracement level, which will be something like that around there. That will be something like that, which will indeed give us even a break of, which will be at a level of our breaker block right about there, where price broke that high on H4 to give us a new high right about there. I think that's now very clear enough. We can only now wait for this H4 to close. Hopefully it closes below that high, and so that we can now anticipate this pullback move, and we can enter our sales and then wait for the buys to come in, or we can wait for the buys to continue. All right, that's it. That's what I'll be anticipating. Only and only if price goes, if this current H4 closes before below this high right there, this will be the anticipation. If it does not, close above and below that, then the buys will continue. You have to understand that. Okay, we'll come back to it later. Let's roll to boom 1,000. Remember though that the general trend is still an uptrend on crash 500. All right, so let's go to weekly first. So we've been looking for this, then that, yeah, according to weekly time frame, and yeah, we saw this move last week. So let's go to daily time frame. The sales have started according to what we needed. This kind of move to reach here and fails, and probably it fails to give us a breakout, to give us a break of structure down here on this lower low. Once it fails, then it will give us this kind of a move, a buy, of which we want that on the weekly time frame and even on the daily time frame. We are all seeing that we need buys to come through, but they are not yet ready. According to CCI, according to Fib, this is not such a level that we can work with. So we have to go to H4, and this is where things now become interesting. Why? Because according to H4, we had that change of character. So now price has given us a high and a low, so it's looking for a pullback. It's trying to test a level. So for now, I can just do this. Let me zoom in a bit. According to H4, I want to see the week. Okay, the week is here, and that will be my kind of a move. I'm looking for this kind of a move. So I can't sell here, though it has reacted on the 50%. Sometimes, in fact most of the times, it gives you an entry on the 50%, but other times it can as well go all the way up here. into the premium zone right there to grab that. And other times, since it is H4, let me delete these. Okay. Other times, since it is H4, it comes for this last OB right there, all the way there, to grab that liquidity. The people that had entered sales earlier right there before, that was when? That was like on Friday, Saturday, I think Friday. This is Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Yeah, Friday. So you can go all the way back there, grab the liquidity, the stop losses up there, and then drop down for a perfect strong momentum sell move. So right now I'm not having any business with it here. I'm just going to hold on. According to Fib, we are not yet ready to start our sales. Our sales are likely to come from one, from this level, which is in the premium zone according to Fib, then two, from that OB, which is this OB right there. Let me delete some of these other ones that are there. This one can just drop all the way there. That was a what? That was a fair value gap, so I don't no longer need it. So go back to H4. This is what I am seeing there, or above there, for the liquidity pool. In fact, we can actually use that one instead of having two. We can use that one there like that. That is something that I can work with right there. So I have two possible entries that I can anticipate. One on the premium zone, which is 38 and above % on Fib. Then the other for the liquidity, or for the stop hunt here. The stops right about there. Yeah. All right, that's it. So according to today, we are in a buy. I want to zoom out a bit. So we are currently looking for a sell on H4. Let's now roll to H1. H1, we had a change of character there for that kind of a buy. If we zoom out, we have reached a retracement level on CCI and RSI. If I go to M15, I clearly see that I'm overbought and I need to start selling. But if I look at previous move, this is a break of structure, so not yet. I can't, because I have no reversal signal on M15. Until I see a reversal signal on M15, I cannot look for sales. I can only hope for more buys, because this is a break of structure. Remember that. So the uptrend, according to M15, we are still in an uptrend, and nothing can say otherwise. We are still in an uptrend, not a trend run. Remember, we don't trade according to trend lines. According to indicators. We trade according to price action and smart money. That's what we base on to make our to understand what the current trend we are in. So for now, no business here. That is a break of structure, both on H4, both on H1 and M15, and we anticipate more buys to come, because we haven't even reached the premium zone. All right, so that's it for now. I will now leave this alone. First delete all these lines for now. They are not necessary. This can be like that. They are not necessary. One line can do the needful. Alright, so that's it. Now let's roll to boom 500. Just a minute. All right, apologies for that. Right now, okay, I see a comment coming in from Kemi saying I'm the first on I'm the first one on the list. Good to know, Kemi, good to know. I'll be giving more light before the session today. All right, so right now let's now roll to boom 500. Hope you guys, you've gotten enough info of what we are anticipating on boom 500. I mean boom 1000. Let's now roll to boom 500. All right, so this is a bit crazy. Let's first go back a bit. Okay, we needed some buys according to Friday. We needed some buys, pull back like that. It happened actually here, but then it broke structure right there, and then broke even the support, and then continued with a downtrend. Now, two things were happening here. Remember what I told you, that price, if price fails to break here, then it will continue selling, but then it is likely to give us some buys right here. Why was I looking for some buys? Let me go to H4, because I was anticipating to enter sales from there according to H4, because we were not ready to continue selling on H4. We are not ready to continue selling on H4. So, but we eventually saw price breaking. We eventually saw price breaking this breaker broke level, and then dropping all the way down to that OB on H4. So now I can delete this, I don't need it. So this analysis was not respected at all, because yes, only half partly of it was respected, but then when it broke that level, it was not respected. It gave us a break of structure and continued down to the other OB. So now all these are not necessary right now. I think we did a sell. Yeah, we did a sell here for the guys on VIP. We sold and then pulled back a bit and then continued to sell. But this other sell we never got in. This was too late. We had called it a week by Friday. By that time there, we had called it a week on our signal platform. All right, so now we want to look at this was the anticipation to come back all the way there so that we can get a clean entry, but we did not. Now it has come to that OB, meaning that is a support currently. So I want to delete all this now. Go to daily time frame. Let's now get a clear picture of what is happening even on weekly time frame. So if we look at weekly time frame, we've been in an uptrend. That was where we saw the reversal signal, which is a change of character. So we got that, and then we started to see highs, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now it has come for a higher low. So according to weekly time frame, this is a break of structure right there. According to daily, that is also the same break of structure, and this is the higher low that we see, and that means that the week which started yesterday, today, this current week started yesterday, started with a strong momentum to get buys. This was yesterday. Yes, it was. It closed with some rejection coming from both ends, but today I started as a strong buy. Is it going to close like that? We don't know yet, but according to H4, that is an order block, which can literally be a support. And looking at what we've been looking for, I think we now need buys. So if price comes back a bit here and fails to break this, then it's gonna give us that kind of a perfect entry. Now we cannot say anything yet because we don't know what is going to happen next. We are not market makers. We can only anticipate, looking at the previous data, what happened, and knowing that this was a break of structure and this is just a higher low on daily time frame and weekly time frame. So meaning the buys are very strong, are considering strongly to come in and continue. Now to confirm all that I've just said, that's why I normally go to M15, and that is the confirmation I needed. That is a reversal signal on M15. It has actually literally given you a triple bottom down there on that very support that we've seen on H4, and so that is a reversal signal, pull back to test it, then continued with higher highs, and now it has reacted to this confluence area just around there. So we know that if it fails to break it, it's gonna come down, and then it will be giving us a perfect entry, probably on the H1 OB or on the M15 OB. All we know, it can easily come all the way back. It can easily come, and I see it has actually started to sell. Let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, M5 is already selling. This is a change of character on M5 right about there. That is a change of character on M5 right there, and it sort of has tried to test that level, but it is not enough. That is not enough testing. If I'm doing this, I know that it's going to continue buying. If I can draw something like that, I know that it's going to continue buying, because what I see there is sort of a rising wedge. It's gonna first continue buying a little bit, and then it will drop later to continue with this move. It will drop later to continue with that move, probably around there or anywhere it sees fit. But as for me, if I go to M1, that is what I'm seeing right there. That is a rising wedge I see in motion right there. So according to M1, we're going to see something like this, then it will later drop. Now for me to understand where it might drop according to M1, that's where my fib comes in to give me the exact level that I should be anticipating. So right about here, I see that 38.2 is around there. This is my zone here where I need price to at least react and start to sell below the previous low. Once it goes below the previous low, then I start to sell. But we all know that this can as well a signal. Can as well get a signal on CCI when it goes all the way to overbought level, and then we start to drop. That is it. So for now, no business. This is where we know it's gonna drop. If you want to enter the sell, you can enter it, but the buy is perfectly should be the perfect move that you should be waiting for according to M15 for a perfect buy move, because we know we are on the support on H4, and this is a change of character. So the general trend is a buy trend on M15. So you waiting for the buys is advisable more than looking for this down move, that sell move. Know that, because the buy move will be following the trend, whereas this sell move is just a pullback to confirm the buys. So unless if you're on M5 looking for something like that. So now let's delete that. This is where we saw the change of character, so I can delete that line already. We know that. And then we have a rising wedge that is in motion, so we can just leave that on M5 and see what will come through. So for now, no business. I will still wait for what will come through later. If it goes around there and it is ready to give me the entry for the sell, I can easily enter that sell, because a perfect sell entry on boom 500, you can make some good money without any stress. So that's what I can anticipate actually. Then later we look for the buys. All right, so that's it. V25S. If you have any questions on why I'm doing some of these analysis, why I say we need to sell or buy, please, you can always put them in the comment section. I can always respond to them. Or if you have a different different approach or a different opinion on any feedback on the analysis I've given, then you can let me know so that we can look into it. We see sometimes you can miss a significant point, and then you just start to anticipate something which is not supposed to be if you miss one point in trading. So that's why getting another opinion would actually help. But if we are on the same thing, if you are looking for the same thing, that is also perfect thing to understand. V25 1S, let's roll. So I don't know, this one, I don't know why I left it in running. Okay, this was on Friday. This was on Friday. I left it running for the sell. I wanted to sell from oh man, this is bad. This is bad, really bad. So this is what happened here. I was looking for a short sell to grab liquidity here. This is on Friday, to grab some liquidity here, or even to come here, then I move out. But unfortunately I stayed in. The rest of the entries had their stop losses around there, but this one alone never had the stop loss. So I left it because Saturday I was busy. Even Sunday I did not open any charts on Sunday. On Saturday I just saw this early morning. And I had to put my stop loss all the way there. The good thing is I had entered with a small lot size, smallest lot size on V25S. So currently I'm in floating losses right now. It's too bad. But right now I can analyze it clearly. I see H4. In fact, the reason why I put the stop loss there, I saw that H4 had started to sell, and looking at this going down below, giving us a higher low. This is a higher high, then a higher low, then a high there, failing to give us a new higher low, and now dropping down. I started to anticipate a down move, and I was actually interested in sort of like a heads and shoulder kind of move on this asset. Why? Looking at H4, this is my head, this is my left shoulder, this will be my right shoulder. Yes, this time the shoulders are not on the same level, but we all know that even shoulders sometimes cannot be on the same level. That's why I'm considering it right now. And price, the current H4, which is the one that has just started a few minutes ago, it has started as a strong H4, and it is below our 10 MA, though the previous one closed on the exact line of MA. So it's quite crazy. It can go all the way up or it can drop. We can only confirm this drop on lower time frame. If I'm to go to daily time frame, you see what we've been looking for. We wanted sales from there. It kept on breaking. It gave us a breakout there on that trend line resistance, but for some reason I believe that is a fake breakout right there. I believe it's a fake breakout. You can see the week started looking for that rejection. That's how the week has started. That rejection yesterday that came in before the candle closed, and now today has started as a strong sell, meaning we are likely to see sellers bring back this market value inside this channel right there. So for now, go to M15. We know that H4 is already looking for sales. So is M15 looking for sales? Yes. Is price below our 10 MA? Yes. What else can we consider? We have a support here on M15. It can be significant for us to actually make our decision. So all I need is price to break this, and I will be entering my sales on this asset. That's it. And my TP was price breaks that support on M15. My TP will be exactly this right there to that level. that means it will be going back inside and coming to this other level right there. So that will be my TP. So for now, I want to delete all these other lines that I don't need. Okay, delete all that. Delete this. Now let's go to H4. Yeah, so if price breaks that level, that means probably in the next H4 on next hour, we will wait and see. But if it breaks it, then I will have business with this. If it fails to break it, then this can as well be crazy, because it can as well continue. Now yes, right here I can see a pattern, but before I show you that pattern, this is a change of character right here. That is a change of character right there according to M15. So if price breaks this, that means this will be a lower low, lower high, then down below, lower low. That will be confirming what we need on H4. But if it fails to break it, then it will be following this kind of pattern, which will be a flag right there, which will be a flag, meaning price will now try to look for this move before it starts to think of more of sales again. So it will be sort of consolidating within such a level. This has a support level down here, and that has a resistance up there. Know this. Don't make any decisions yet. Know this and wait, because it can easily give you that I've just shown you all the way there. So hold on, don't make any decisions yet. If it breaks this, then immediate entry. Don't worry about these levels, because if it breaks this, then it will go through them all. It will go through them all. So for now, we wait. V75. V75, we needed buys on Friday. This is Sunday, Saturday, Friday. We needed this, that, then buy up there, which happened later, but never broke to continue. Then continued here, reached the support level, played games the whole of Saturday, played games, not breaking entirely. Yes, it gave us a break of structure, then pulled back, gave you a fake change of character on H1 there, same as I think M15. That was a fake change of character there, only to come and give you a break of structure down below. That is weird. This is no market for anyone to trade. Look at that on Saturday and Sunday, break of structure on Sunday there, and then rolled all the way back to give you this. This is weird. How can anyone trade such a market? Look at that. That is also another break of structure, in fact a change of character, because that is a lower low, that is a lower high, then a lower low, now breaks the previous lower high, making that a change of character, then drops, gives you another break of structure right there down below. It's weird. It's very weird. Break of structure. Now here it confuses you and it gives you a change, sort of like a change of, yeah, it is a change of character right here. Look at that. Gives you this is a lower high, then lower low, then breaks the lower high to give you a higher high right there, then drops again today and breaks that. So it is a crazy market. To BCC, I can't trade this. I can't even dare try to trade it at all, because this is no good for me. This is not a good market for anyone to trade. So this was crazy when I saw it. When I saw that, it was crazy. So for now, no business with this asset. In fact, let me go to a little, let me jump into it for some a little more into an uptrend. I see H4 is oversold. Why? Because of this level. That is a support. A daily time frame though, it is strongly selling after reacting to that resistance level. So we thought it will give us this move. It failed. We thought it would react to the fib and then give us that move. It failed. It decided to sell from that resistance. Now we have two important levels that we can think of since it reacted to that. That high gave us this low, and now that it has reacted to that high, it can as well come all the way to this very support. So knowing this, let's go to weekly. Is crazy. Don't even dare go to weekly. So what do we do now? We clear up this for now. We will remain with our thing up there. Now price has reacted to this. According to daily time frame, we are looking for buys according to CCI, as you can see. So whatever is happening, this is a strong support where we are on H4. It is a strong support that has held price for over three times. This is the fourth now. So if price decides to give us a reversal here, probably on M15, we will start to think of buys. But as of now, according to H4, this is a break of structure internally. That is a break of structure internally, giving us a lower low on that support. If I go to M15, I see we've reacted on the same level, and we are ready to look for buys, as we clearly see from here. It gave us a change of character here, went for the buys. In fact, I think on another account I was in for this buy, then I closed it. Then I was looking for a pullback because I had seen this, but only to break structure and continue. Only to break structure and continue buying. Yeah, so for now, what do? I wait. I need a reversal signal here. If I don't see a reversal signal, then we can as well see a breakout here. Once we see a breakout here, this breakout will be taking us all the way down below to this other support level. So for now, this is no market I can trade as I speak until I see a reversal signal on M15, and that's when I can start to make up my mind on buys, not sells. If it breaks this support, then we can now start to make up our minds on sells to go all the way to the daily support, just as you can see there. All right, jump 50. Oh, that was V75 that we've just finished. Sorry guys, I didn't change. So now we are on jump 50. J50, what happened? Daily, let's go. Daily. Okay, let's go to H1. So Friday we wanted that, then this, it happened, though it did not reach that level. It came to this, then pulled back. This was a break of structure, by the way. This here was a break of structure, so that's why I was skeptical to do anything. Then pulled back, gave us a higher low, again touching that level, that same level. So this sell happened on Friday. Yeah, that kind of a sell I was looking for after touching that level. It happened. I did not though enter it. Then it dropped, giving us another break of structure right there. And then after that went back, and then look at what happened. It started to go just like we needed, because we needed buys. So all this is considered to be a fake breakout. This is where it gave us a change of character right about there. After this was our previous lower high there. So price broke it, giving us a change of character, tested this level, and then continued with buys. So all this here is not necessary anymore. I don't need it, and I want to clear this so that I see clearly what is happening. Can we have some business with this asset or not? All right, so let's go to H4. Okay, that was a break of structure, retest to the break of structure. Okay, and sales are on, but it left some big fair value gap up there. Left some big fair value gap there. I doubt it will just leave it like that. I just doubt. No, we are still buying. We are still buying, guys. We are still buying. We are still buying on the higher time frame. Don't be tricked by this lower time frame thing here that you're seeing on H1 and M15. No, we are still looking for buys. The general trend is still a buy trend on higher time frame. So you can as well, you may not enter on lower time frame. You may wait for lower time frame to start buying, because I can assure you this market is still very bullish. This market is still very bullish. It cannot just leave this liquidity like that. And to add on to that, this was a break of structure according to daily time frame there. It cannot just react there like that. Yes, this is a break of structure on that support. It can actually, since that was a support, but this is a fair value. That is a big gap. That is a big imbalance in the market. It cannot just leave it like that. So today may be a sell like this, close, consolidating and what have you. Tomorrow it may be a buy to grab liquidity there. So don't be caught off guard, guys. For me to enter sales here, I might as well wait for when it breaks this lower low. I still think it is very bullish to look for this pullback right here. Grab liquidity from that fair value gap. That is a big imbalance in the market that it cannot just leave like that when it is already trending in a downtrend. All right, that's it. I have no business with Jet 50. I cannot trade that. I think I will only enter buys. I will only enter sells if price breaks all the way down below here. But until then, no, I'm not going to be tricked by the market. I've ever been tricked like this, so I'm not likely going to fall for it again. Not now, not today. So I will wait. J25. Today's market, all the assets are not, they are not in shape for any signals at all. We are likely to be holding our entries at no entry I'm seeing at all. So on Friday we needed price to push here, then we can buy. We wanted enough momentum to break this resistance so we can go all the way up there. That's what we needed. So it happened, though it did not reach all the way back to the support. So it is still trying to break it. It is still failing according to H4. According to daily time frame, the reason may only be that it is failing to go to look for that liquidity. According to daily, this is a fair value gap right there. Daily time frame, that is a fair value gap left all the way there. So grabbing it will be necessary, but is he going to grab it? Looking at daily time frame, let me first delete this, delete that also. We see yesterday closed with a rejection from sellers on that same resistance level, and now today has started with a rejection still coming from sellers on the same level. So what are we looking for on the weekly? We need sales. Of course, that is a general trend. We need sales. So if we need sales on the weekly and we need sales on the daily time frame, why are we not selling? No, we are not selling because daily is not yet ready. Yes, we got a change of character here, yes, but it's not enough for us to make clean entries. We need it to react all the way back at least to the change of character level or something. So for now we need this, we need that move. That is what we need so we can sell. So if I come into H4, if I go to H4, okay, yes, H4, I want to look at what I'm seeing on this pattern thing. It's not even a pattern at all. So this is a crazy asset, no business with this asset. If I go to H1, maybe this will make sense. Maybe that, of which price has gone back inside, so meaning we can as well use that. So it's crazy. It's a weird pattern still. Okay, sells and M15 is selling. So if it reacts to this, then we know we are going to buy. That is the only way we can enter this trade, but I wouldn't. This is a tricky asset. I wouldn't advise anyone to try and push for any entries today on this asset. I wouldn't advise any entries today. Even though you're a scalper, this is a risky asset which is high volatile, a high leveraged asset. It can smash you and take your money just like that. So just hold on, no need to rush into it. M15, yes, looking at that, it is actually selling perfectly. So if it is selling perfectly, it's gonna look for this trend line just like we've seen. Will it break it? It may break it. It may break it, but the way we know this kind of a chart pattern, we know that it will always look for this move after it has sorted itself. It will always look for something like that. Now that is what we know. Now if we know that, then we know that buys are still very valid, and we know that here you have some support levels according to M15. Yeah, it can as well look for that. If it breaks it, then it will come all the way here for this level right there for that level. When after doing this, it can as well give us the breakout that we need right on this resistance to break this and go all the way there. So don't be surprised if before the day ends we see this move to grab liquidity on that fair value gap, daily fair value gap, and then tomorrow we'll probably come in with sells. So hold on, do your thing, just leave it to play out, knowing that you can as well wait for buys, not sells. Don't sell, wait for buys. Second last is J10. We late by 3 minutes already. We've gone into our time by 3 minutes. I hope I will not drag it again. All right, so it hit the TP here. Those who remember, that was the TP right there, hit the TP, and now it started to sell. Now this one played games on we made money on it, of course. There's a point where we made, I don't remember which one, let me see. We made money on it. We made quite some money on it on Friday. So we need now to look at what we can do today. So we thought it will not break that, having seen all that rejection, but it was a fake rejection. Came back here and then broke that level again. We had entered, I think I had entered more sales here when it gave us that rejection and even going below our 10 MA, but only to see it was just a fake thing, and then pulled back to take more stop losses above there. But remember our anticipation earlier, I think it was my bad to actually sell heavily right here, because we knew that the target was looking for that level. according to this H4, according to this H4 level right there. So we are not using this, we were using that was the thing there. So that's why this was very necessary to understand, because it looked for that, not the line that I had here. So that is why it had to continue, grab liquidity all the way there, and then start to drop on Saturday and Sunday. So now, having seen all this, we clearly see that okay, let's first delete all this. We don't need it, we don't need it, we don't need it, we don't need all this, all that. Delete. We don't need this. Delete. Now we clearly see that sales have begun from there, and clearly this can be considered as a change of character, because this is a higher high, higher low, higher high, then breaks that previous higher low to continue with sales. But are we ready to actually enter heavily with sales according to H4? Not really, because it has reached a retracement level on CCI, meaning it's gonna pull back for some buys to confirm that change of character. So according to daily, what do we see? We see that we are going to again buy shortly, but we are already looking for sales, so we are going to buy shortly. And today, clearly you see it started as a buy day, as you can see today's candle. So knowing this, it means I'm gonna see some change, some pullback. You see rejection from the previous H4. That tells me we have an opportunity to buy on M15. So now I can go to M15. I can see what I'm actually seeing here. This was where we started all this change of character, and now price has pulled back. Look at that, price has pulled back on the same level of change of character to test it. That means the next candle should be a buy candle on M15. So let me go to M5, look at it a little bit clear. Okay, I can wait for M5 to sell, to buy. So if I'm on M5, I can do this, I can do this. Now all these patterns, remember, they are very clear for you to anticipate what you need to do. So I know now that M5 is still selling, but it's gonna be ready yet before the day ends. In actually a few hours it will be ready for the buys, and these buys will be this kind of a buy. So know that we will buy this, whether it wants it or not. We will be entering some buys today to take us all the way there, and hopefully we will break this confluence area around that level, around this level right there. Hopefully we'll be breaking it and then continuing with buys according to H4 to take us all the way up there. But we've already seen on M5, M15, we are going to be entering some buys later, but as of now it is selling. So you can as well enter sales. Those who are scalpers, you can as well enter sales to scalp it down to probably this level right down below here, where we are seeing these lows right there. So for now, no business. I will wait for buys. You can wait for some buys on this trend line and then push it all the way to that TP level. That's it on J10. Lastly is gold. Let's work with gold and we call it a day. Gold, we made money on Friday. It was a quick in and out because of news, according to what I shared with the VIP guys. That is where I was looking for the buys. Remember, I told you I was looking for something like that, then pull back, then we enter buys. Now this happened actually here, not here, but I entered here first because I saw this. Let me zoom out a bit. I saw that was a flag. So when I saw that, I made my quick entry for the buys, move out when it reached there, and then I paused. I didn't trade again gold. It was a quick in out. was a quick in out right there, quick in out, and then I was supposed to enter again when it actually that would be today. That would be today for the other entry. Yeah, because this is it. First delete this. Now this is it. This is the actual analysis, because I wanted that and then pull back, then we enter, because that was the buy move that I was looking for. Look at that, and the buy started, okay, started today, though I see a candle in between the weekend. Weird, but that's how it started. So anyone who had left in buys, you made that kind of buy. We wanted buys to reach there, and then we start to sell, and the sales have started, but we see a weak high up there. What will make it a strong high will be, is the TP hit? Yeah, I think the TP is hit, so we should be looking for some sells, having grabbed the liquidity now. Remember I told you we will be looking at that as a liquidity grab kind of move. So that means today should close below this higher high. If everything should go just like we had anticipated, today's candle, this current day, as you can see it, this move should drop down below that higher high to make this a strong high. All right, so according to H4, we've already started to see sells on the current H4. All right, yeah, we started to see sells. That is a current H4. H1, same thing, sells. We need sells. M15, if M15 gives us a change of character, then we are in business, and I think it has given it to us already. Right there, right there. I think it has already given it to us. Now, sometimes these moves don't even give you a pullback on M15, so I cannot tell you to enter right now, but I can assure you most of the times it does not give us any pullback. So this is one of those that you may even want to look for a sniper entry even on M1 or M5. Some of these you may as well look for a perfect. You can see where I told you the change of character on M5. That is a change of character there. The same line I'm having is what even my indicator is showing me, the change of character. But now what am I going to do with it? Now, since we have a change of character, so it means it's likely to do this, then do that, and then probably we get our entry. But until then, know that we've started to sell, and just like I've shown you in the daily, we need this to go below, at least to go below high, the day to close below this previous high. If the day closes above this high, that means this is going to be considered as a break of structure, and that means we will continue with buys accordingly, because we will have gotten a break of structure. So we don't need that, because we had already a change of character on daily, and yes, this was a weak high, but it can be a strong high if the day closes below the high, because we wanted to sell. Now, I don't want to fix my eyes only on buys. I want to also remind you about this. This right here is not a break of structure, is actually a change of character right there on the daily. So this is where the contradiction comes in. Yes, this one came first, then this one came later. That means the market structure can as well change, continue with an uptrend. So don't be rigid. When the day closes above there, know that we are still buying. Don't look for any sells. Why? Because this can easily be considered as a change of character for the buys, not for the sells. The sells was here, that change of character, and then we sold when it retested there, but then it had given us a change of character here, and then it started to continue with buys, giving us some break of structures, as you clearly see. So whatever happens here, please don't do anything stupid. Sorry for using that language, but hold on your decisions, because it can as well follow this. Yeah, we always do several things. I do stupid things as far as trading is concerned, because sometimes I can go against my own guidelines knowing that I needed to wait, but because I'm always hyped up to get a sniper entry, I find myself breaking some of my rules. It happens. That is a stupid thing to do in trading, because you later regret it. So instead of being like me, don't do that. Don't do that. You rather wait, you rather don't trade than making a stupid mistake that you're going to again start to regret about. So right now I want to delete all these things, and then we wait, because I'm certainly sure I'm not going to trade it today. I may not even trade it tomorrow, depending on the outcomes of today. So today is no day of trading gold. Is no day of trading gold at all. Today is no day of trading gold at all, unless there are some weird news that will drop this price all the way down below. That will be the changer, the game changer there. If price gets some weird momentum to break this level, to break and go below this high, then that will be a game changer. You know that we'll get in strongly with sales. But until then, there's no business here of any whether sells or buys, because it is now unclear for anything. That's it for today on gold. I hope you guys had a great time. Let's do a recap as I tell you about the offer for the what did I call it, holiday makers offer. So oh guys, don't forget to subscribe, to like and share. So I was talking about at the beginning of today's session, I was talking about the holiday makers offer, and I was thinking, yeah, in November for the Black November, I gave an offer of 350 from 400, which is $110, I believe, to around $100, and around there, you know it. So in Ugandan shillings, that is we're looking at from 400 to 350 for the offer, because my course is 1 month and I normally offer it at 400k. So I gave an offer at 350 for the Black November, but now I want to even reduce it more for the first 5 people. For the first 5 people to register, I'll be giving them an offer for the holiday makers offer at 300. Meaning each person will pay 300. Note, for the November, I gave them an offer to join the Signal group, 1 month free, to join the Signal group. This time I will give only 2 first people the offer, the very 2 first people the offer for 1 month free. Then the rest you pay, instead of $15, you will pay $5. You will pay $5. Those who will join the mentorship class at 300k, the Forex class at 300k, and then came in late when the two other guys have already paid. They will pay $5 instead of $15. I don't know if it is clear. It is quite I don't know if I've explained it very well. So there are two offers, and the grip is here. The first two to pay for the mentorship, they are going to get a free month of signal group, free month of signals. Those who will come after those two people have already paid, they will pay $5 for the signals. That is just like, probably it will be catering for buying data and whatever, but it will be just for the rest of the guys. But the first two people to pay the 300, they will be getting a month free of signals. That will be January month of signals. So the faster the better for those who will get the free signal month, just like you know it. Those who have been in the signals know it. All right, I hope that was clear. Kemi and Julius, that is how the offer is going to be. So this offer is going to expire on let me see the calendar here. It's gonna expire on Saturday 3rd. The offer is going to expire on Saturday 3rd. We will start our course on Monday 5th. That's when we will start our course. We'll be starting our course on 5th Monday, January 2026. But the offer is going to be expiring on 3rd. It's going to be expiring on 3rd. So those who want it, that's what I'll be doing. Otherwise, that's it for today. Let's do our recap and we call it a day. Let's do our recap and we call it a day. All right, so I told you that we have a break of structure there. This is on H4, on a crash 500, meaning buyers are still holding the cards here. We cannot do anything unless price drops down and breaks this level. That's when we can consider sales, but as of now, no business. The current H4 has closed above that, meaning that is a break of structure. That's what I was talking about. If this candle H4 closed above, that means it would have been a break of structure, and it has done that. That means that's a break of structure, meaning buyers are still holding the cards, are still in control. So we cannot do anything on crash 500 unless price goes below here and then breaks this level. Then we can consider selling, but as of now, no business. Boom 1000. All right, go to H4. Okay, boom 1000. We need this. Buys are still taking charge. We need it to react around there to give us an entry for sales, or to continue there and give us an entry right above there. Most of the times it goes for that. Sometimes it goes for this. Know that. So let's hold on. This is one of those that we may as well wait for tomorrow to start looking for some entries. Sell entries, not buy entries. Right now, those who want to enter buy entries, you'll be risking a lot, but scalpers can still make some money, but it is a risk that only you can decide to take. I cannot tell you not to take it. It can pay off, it cannot pay off. Sometimes it may not pay off, but I'm not ready to make that risk buying this today. Boom 500, it happened. Even though it did not reach there, the sale happened just like we had anticipated. Let me show you that on M5. It came to 38.2, so we were unable to enter that because we were analyzing already another asset. So it came to 38.2, dropped down, went below our 10 MA. That was a signal there. You can see it. It pushed back from there, just like I told you that rising wedge was going to do the magic. So it happened there, and now the sell is on. But look at this, it is failing to break this level. It is failing to break that. That is a support. Why? Looking at CCI, we have reached a retracement level on CCI. That tells us that now the buy is coming through. the buy is gonna come through to there, and then we come in with the sells again. So wait a minute, don't, if you did not enter this because I did not offer it, I showed it to you. I don't know if any of you were able to hold on to it and wait for that sell, but it happened. Looking at M1, this is a change of character which will tell you that buyers have started to take shape on that very support level on M5. All right, this is a V25S. V25S price has reacted to that support again. This is M15 and now it is trying to break. I told you it is likely to break to go there. So the buys are on M15. They are even above our 10 MA. So what is holding us? I don't think it is there. If I enter now, I need to put my stop loss. If I enter now, my stop loss goes below here. I don't want to risk beyond that. Now I'm anticipating a breakout now. The reason why I'm anticipating a breakout now is because price has reacted here on the support and it has not gone all the way down below. So that's why I'm anticipating a breakout here, and this will be my TP. This will be my TP right there, right there. And now we are in some profits. So V25S, we've locked in our buys. Hopefully it will have enough momentum to break those highs up there. Hopefully, let's wait and see. But now I've locked in my buys, and I'm ready to risk this because I don't want to lose much than that. And the other thing is I don't want to have a bigger stop loss because it will not look good. This will be like a 1 to 3 something, yeah, some sort of like a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio, yeah, 1 to 3, yeah. So nothing else. That is my entry there on V25 1S. We've entered buys there. V75, it continued breaking. Now it has reached the support level on H4, so it is still strongly selling, as you can see on H4 and daily time frame. It is one of those that I don't have any business with now. Until it breaks this, then I can enter sales. In fact, not even that, only until it breaks such a level there, because I can wait for that to be broken. So for now, no business. Let's now go to J50. J50 pull back there, then dropped to sales. Wow. Yes, and now it is on the support. So can we anticipate any support? Not really. Can we anticipate any buys? Only when price goes above 10 MA. But until now, no business. No business. Until then, no business. Lastly, third last is J25. J25, we have that kind of a rising wedge. So we know that it's going to continue buying, but it's not yet buying. So until probably breaks that or comes down here, no business of buying. You cannot sell, you cannot buy. You can only buy when it comes down below here, or when it breaks up there. That's when you can only buy. Don't look for any sells unless if you're a scalper, of which this is an asset you don't want to mess up with. If you're scalping and you got it wrong, you may end up getting hammered. All right, I see that. That means more confirmation of buyers taking charge. So buys are strongly happening. Don't look for any sells. Buys are strongly happening. This is more confirmation that it will eventually break and continue buying. That is it right there. It will eventually break. In fact, let me draw this. It can easily come for that and then continue with that breakout. So for now, no business on J25. J10, we know it is selling. In fact, I told you can look for sells. So according to M5, I think I have to enter sells. looking at this right there. According to M1, is he going to break it? Is he going to break it? Is he going to break it? I doubt it will. Let's wait and see. If it fails to break it, we can as well make the sell entry. Let me see what it's coming to midday, so the next candle may be a sell candle, the midday candle, H1 candle. It has started. Are we ready to sell? Okay, we'll look at that. I don't want to drag this session any longer, but yeah, we're going to sell to bring it all the way here or there or down here, so know that. All right, so that's it on J10. Gold, it's a no-go for us. It's a no-go. We may as well wait for the whole day to close, because if it doesn't give us something like that so we can sell, you might as well wait for the day to close, because if it closes above, then we are continuing with buys. If it closes below the highs, these previous highs here, then we are continuing with the downtrend. We are coming in strongly with a downtrend, so mark those words. The reason why I'm saying if it breaks those highs and closes above there, it's going to be highs. I mean, we're going to continue with buys. It's because of this change of character right there on this level. Because of the sells, it's because of here, what we saw here at first. So mark that and know what to consider. That's it for today, guys. Hope you had a great time with me. I'm still skeptical about this J10. I'm just waiting for that. It can be a good sell for us today, so let's wait for it. This only trade can give you money for the day, and you call it a day. You don't have to trade for the whole day to make your profit target. All right, see you guys tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Remember, we will not have a session on Thursday and Friday. Means after Wednesday we'll have our sessions back here on Monday. So note that and know that we are in holidays. It's not good to trade in these days, so if you're making these trades, know that there can be a lot of manipulation and a lot of spread, a lot of swap fees, so be notified of that. If you can't find a perfect setup for a sell or a buy, you'd rather not force any trade than being cheated with a lot of charges during this period. Otherwise, have a nice day, guys. See you tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Bye bye.